Yeah. All right, frame in. Time to tighten it. It's start at the top. Already got the motor mounted here, and then anchored there. Belt's tight. And then I just start by the numbers. I just start doing opposite sides until I work my way out and down, and then finish at the bottom. The rail slides nice. There we go. One thing I thought was a little bit of a boo-boo, I ordered compatible rails from Heli Direct, and they changed the same SKU number, but they changed it. I don't know. This is the older style that came with the Genesis Mini. Oh, January, February this year, and you'll see the one anchor point right there, which goes for the quick connect. That means this pack is not compatible with this anchor point up here. But their new style that are listed as compatible, it now has the anchor point here, but if I want to use the same packs, which are, it's essentially, they're 420s, it's on the opposite side now. So I get to either relocate my anchor point or just, I do 4 per bird anyway, so I'll probably just end up going with, I got a bunch left over, but I'm going to have to order more packs because I only have 2 fitting packs for my Genesis Sport, and I think 3 or 4 total for this one. So originally I thought, well, I'll just have 4, and then I could just swap them out in between. You know, maybe today I'll take one bird to the field and fly it, and then you know what. Anyways, so yeah, just something to know when you order your spare packs. The SKU number you want is, it's listed for the SG 427, and that is going to be universally compatible with these two if you want the Genesis Pro, and it'll also match the Genesis Mini, provided you put your quick connect on the opposite side. Anyway, actually, and earlier I gave this a clear coat. I used Rust-Oleum, just some cheap rattle can shit. High gloss. It was oil based. I wasn't going for anything fancy. It dried quick, but it dried really soft. And so it is what it is. Mainly, I just wanted a quick clear coat on here to protect the sticker, so that when it gets wet in rain and water or whatever, that it's not gonna peel off after a few sessions out of the field. So it was meant to help give a protection over these stickers, because I hate stickers. I wish they would just do them right. Anyways, they can't, so whatever. And then as an experiment, I put a clear coat over the carbon fiber piece here, and I mean, the quality of the clear coat is low tier, so I wasn't expecting much anyways. But I think when I do my next bird, I'll do an airbrush of the frame, but I'll do it in a 2K automotive grade, or something that'll go on like a motorcycle tank. just to give the frame a nice cool gloss. And this was where I ended up last night. It's good. I put a layer of silicate. So this has one layer of ceramic and one with a 24-hour cure, and then a layer of silicate. It's about 12 hours into the silicate layer. 24 hour, a couple hours is plenty enough, but you usually want to do at least a 24-hour cure before you're washing the vehicle. So it's enough for me to work with and get the rest of the craft installed. But it does give it a really beautiful, it's already a nice gloss finish anyways. Now it's just a little bit extra shiny. And this was the ceramic silicate that I used. And then I just used an automotive ceramic as my initial layer, and then I topped it off with this. And then for a final layer, just a nice Carnauba sealant. This stuff's actually really good. It's my first time using this, and the Genesis Mini came out looking really nice with it. Anyways, I like shiny things. Right. All right, here we go. Ready to start tightening down and anchoring the frame. And I've been playing around with different camera angles, trying to see what I think would be the best view possible for the audience. So I think I settled on this one. It gives a nice level view with what my head is actually seeing. So it's a close match to my perspective.
over there. Get that remote. Give it to me. Alright. Give it to Mama. Thank you.
for some extra flair. I could see putting in gold or no, gold, orange, or yellow spacers here. I think the only ones I have on hand are they're rainbow colored, but I don't have gold. I might have yellow. I got purple, red, blue, pink. Might have orange or yellow. I'm not sure. Anyways, later. This isn't a high-end build anyway, so I'm not really that. Thank you. How's it going, Kevin? Yeah, if I was doing like a high end, but like my I'll probably put something to match the Miami theme for my ILG 520. Cause I got the SCX, or the System X 520 kit. I think I'm gonna do that one. I'm almost positive I'm gonna do that one next. And my Genesis Sport, since it's that cosmic theme. I'll pick rings that match the it's same with I'll do sleeving. I got multicolored paracord. This one I might do paracord, I don't know yet. Or I might just go for bread and butter, you know, shrink wrap. I did everything but the final wax coat, and I'll do that after I get it all together. But I have one layer of ceramic and one layer of silica. So it was an automotive ceramic, and then I put this griots. I'm kind of on the fence with this stuff. It doesn't really seem to do a whole lot of anything, but the other stuff, though, this shit is really good. I'm a big fan, and I only used it on the Genesis Mini, but it took care of surface imperfections that I was just really frustrated with until I put that wax. I was like, oh yeah, that looks good. There was a few spots with some hazing that I just, well, you know, lessons learned. It's my first time doing it with a rattle can of 2K. But I will never use I don't want to ever use rattle cans again. No. I'll just use a hobby airbrush and a proper 2K mix. Like there's a brand I want to try out that's used for motorcycle detailing. and it's especially formulated to work on motorcycle tanks, which a motorcycle tank would very nicely match, canopy frame on an RC helicopter, just because of the shape. And I'd hang it like that, suspend it, and then let like a dowel rod up here inside, and let gravity do the work, and then it would come out with a nice mirror smooth finish. But not this craft. I was getting really frustrated with SAB's customer support this last round, so I'm probably just gonna ask for a blank canopy with no paint or finish on it, and I'll do it myself, or I'll take it into an automotive shop and have a motorcycle. Somebody that does like high-end Harley. My boss has they did a really nice Seahawks themed Harley Davidson for him, so I'll go in, show him what I got. With local artists, it's kind of hit or miss. Don't trust Google reviews. I trust word of mouth, and I actually trust Yelp. Google seems to do a lot of glazing with their reviews, and it's just not trustworthy. The wax, I got it on Amazon. Call a night. The other top contender would be this will go head to head with Meguiar's, and even though Meguiar's is your automotive store, you would think, oh, they're just budget cheap because they're in every automotive shop out there. Well, they're actually, Meguiar's is a really good brand. Griot's is popular too. I usually like Griot's, but I'm like their polish compound and everything worked really good. This ceramic wax, again, I didn't hate it, but I wasn't glowing reviews either. So it's not bad. It's just not, there's better. But this colonite stuff, though, I got nothing negative to say about it. I wonder how a ceramic and wax coat on it would help on a nitro helicopter. Because those things are getting filthy all the time. I mean, my guess is, hey, that'll help cleaning. Maybe just turn it into a simple wipe. I don't know, wipe and Windex spray. When I'm at the field, a lot of times I'll bring a bottle of Windex with me. I mean, it works really good for getting like the grass and bug stains off your canopies, for sure. I mean, I see other people there. There's one other guy at my club, and he's the same way. He's always wiping down his craft. So I'll give him props there. He does it every flight, wipes it down. He's a pilot, so that's a meticulous job. So he flies Gulfstreams. He's a private pilot for some family that has him on staff full time. That's a pretty cool job. They fly him. He's on demand 24/7, and he flies them around the world in their Gulfstream. Obviously while they're on their vacation gig for a week or two at a time, they got him at a fancy hotel. But he loves flying helicopters. Me, I'm from Pacific Northwest, Washington area. A quiet little mountain town kind of place. You know, where you wave on the street and you see the local sheriff, and your neighbor's the judge, and your other neighbor's the gun store owner, and your other neighbor's the chief of the fire department. I dig the little small community vibe though where I live. You can get in here. All right. ESC mount's going to go in. Everything else is ready to go. Beautiful. Let's see. We got frame done. Mounted. I don't understand the manual. They had this screw in blue Loctite. This one, no Loctite. And I can't wrap my head around that. Doesn't make sense. It's just a canopy mount, so it's not like it's gonna go anywhere, come falling apart. You're right, I'm not far. I am on page 21. I was about to start. And then running the wiring, I don't know. ESC is gonna face forward though. Or the flight controller is gonna face forward. And that's the shit that I hate though, is like, where's all this wiring and everything? Because it's only a short run to go from there to there, and I do not like cutting and crimping servo lines, but I don't like folding them either. Maybe run it around and then underneath and then back up through here. That doesn't look too cheesy. We'll see. I'll play around with it. With the servo coming here, running the motor lines underneath isn't going to work. But there's somebody on this channel the other day, and I went and took a peek at theirs. They had it nicely wired up around here, and it looked like they had two running out this side, and the third one was running out that side, and then it connected there with the ESC. So the ESC mount went up and over and then back up to the side. So it was kind of like, There you go. And then the lead's going down in here. And the reason being is because the servo is going to mount right here. Well, that takes up, that's going to take up a lot of room. And now you got these lines running on top of where the servo runs. Wrap it around a screwdriver. All right, maybe a misprint. I think you're more than likely right, and we'll see. There were a couple spots in the manual. I'll do a post build review of the manual and find where I think were some mistakes in the manual. Now wrap it around a screwdriver and heat it so it stays in shape. Wire management is an art. Yeah, it is. Damn it, sure is. I agree with you. Were you talking about wrap this around in a screwdriver to maintain shape? Up here at the motor. There's like a minute delay for us. I'll come back to that and read what your comment was. Anyways. This is all set though. I am happy with the way it came out. This is my last 420 though. I even thought I wanted to build a 280 or 3, like a Protos or something, like a small. Done with this size, done with this class. I only got this because the servo wires. Okay, yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, I agree. When I may paracord it. I haven't quite made up my mind yet either. But yeah, no folds. Agreed. All right, we're good. Now it's time for I think they want to give you a time to hit the abort button too on the live stream. There's a delay there. If something catastrophic is going on, or you got to rush over and hit delete. I don't know. I think delayed broadcast happened ever since the wasn't it the Janet Jackson Super Bowl wardrobe malfunction that everybody had a meltdown over. And after that it was broadcast delays. I think that was the turning point. All right. Done with that for the next few pages. And if you missed it, I put in a Rust-Oleum rattle can clear coat to cover the sticker, because I hate stickers, but it keeps to seal the sticker in from wet and grass. This is just cheap shit. I think I bought a dozen cans for like $20 or something on Amazon. It's okay. It's just for little DIY projects. Cure time, it dried in like 30 minutes, but it's not fully hardened and cured. I can feel, especially down here at the bottom where it ran and pooled, but it's enough that I can work with it. And again, I'm not really overly concerned with the quality. I just wanted to protect the sticker. And then as an experiment, I put a clear coat over this too. And while I'm not impressed with this, I am impressed with the idea of putting a clear coat over the carbon fiber. So I got to look it up to find out if it does any degradation or not, or maybe this one is oil based. Is it acrylic? Enamel? Probably enamel would be a petroleum, and that would actually degrade it. But maybe an acrylic would be okay, and do a carbon fiber overcoat and make it a glossy carbon fiber frame. I'll look into the various materials and see what's actually safe to use on carbon fiber. But giving it a wet look to a carbon fiber frame, I think would be pretty baller looking. More to come on that future project. Anyways, I watched all these earlier. All right, good. Small pins in here. This was an oil-based gloss, so that was the safest. And this tiny little piece is more, it's not really a high stress point. I'm just sizing it up to see if, because it doesn't really, it looks like, okay, definitely this side. All right. I was just trying to choose based on the image. And this metal plate goes in inner. And it's not a 2K clear coat. It's just a little single stage. So it's going to be soft. And But yeah, I'll consult with experts in carbon fiber and material science people and see what they have to say. So weird. But they are showing it on the outside. Okay. Oh man, I'm not looking forward to the next part. Mounting these inner boom stickers. Fuck. It's always a battle.
have a message.
From? Is the rear propeller belt drive? Yes, it is a belt drive.
Is that the thing that's not messed up?
Yeah, the tail fin. There's fingerprints on it. It's fine. And there's little bubbles here where she got it on the, I don't really care a whole lot. What made me mad about it all was this is an off-limit zone, and by now it's been pretty well established. So, and she hasn't been floating around this area for months in my stuff.
Alright, we're going to bed.
That's good. Just final tightening. That's done, and then this fin is on. There we go. That's beautiful. Yep, nice. Unlike my Nimbus, with my Nimbus I could go even with the proper shims in place. In fact, you have to have shims in here. That sucked, but this last little bit, it would bind in the last millimeter. And so when I set up my geometry, I only used 98% of the actual full throw. And I just had to keep it from going all the way to the end, because if it didn't, I mean, yeah, the servo could have probably fought through, but I don't want the servo to be fighting. It was smooth all the way through except for that last little bit. It was like, nope, I'm going to be stuck. Anyway, that's, yeah, gloss is cool. Oil is not so cool, especially you can see my fingerprints on it now. Maybe a wax layer to smooth that out, but it just doesn't harden. And yeah, I sprayed this in like 6-8 hours ago, something like that. Oh no, it was longer than that. It's been almost 10 hours. Anyway. Yeah. Rust-Oleum clear coat. Nope, never going to use it on any of my anything that I want to have durable. I would maybe some 3D prints or something I would put it on. It's not a fail. It's just it's not a premium either. There you can kind of see there, maybe. It's a little bubbling at the end, and then also fingerprints came out a little bit there. It'll buff out, I'm sure. Let's see where we're at. Tail boom assembly. See where page 22. I am gonna end it here tonight. I want to give the I'm gonna give it another 10-12 hours though for this to fully harden and cure the way it should. Last thing I want is to just get my fingerprints all over it and then be pissed that I just couldn't wait. So, all right. Thanks, everyone. I guess I'll catch you later then.